What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life TV with Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for a recap and review of Star Trek Discovery Season 2, Episode 2, The Eden. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all right now. Look for these recaps on Monday. I watch the show usually I never catch it on Thursday night. I end up watching it on Friday. And then on the weekend, I just don't have time to actually sit down and do videos like I want to. And on top of not having time, I don't be feeling like it. So, Monday. But usually I would do it Sunday night so it could be done Monday morning. So I'm going to do this in my car. And hopefully, like I say, hopefully we will be back on track. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So, The Eden. Episode 2. I'm not sure if I'm liking the direction yet that they're going. It seems to me that Star Trek Discovery is trying to appeal to the Trekkies. You know, that's probably the wrong hand. I told you I can't never do it with this right hand. It seems like they're trying to appeal to the Trekkies. So they are trying to weave more of the old storylines of the old Star Trek universes into Discovery. When Discovery came out, one thing that I liked about it, that it was supposed to be a standalone type of show, even though it did have some connections as far as like characters and things like that, but it was still going to be kind of standalone. They were building their own universe, so to speak. This Captain Pike on this show, because I'm so used to Captain Pike in the original. Like I said, he's a logical thinker. He doesn't do things out of protocol. He's in line with Starfleet. You know what I'm saying? This Captain Pike doesn't seem to be that way, and it doesn't seem that he's intentionally going against protocol. It's almost as if he doesn't know it. So it leads me up to suspicion with this man. I'm not understanding why Michael and the crew are so easily ready to accept him and to put all their trust in him. I'm just confused at that point, especially that you've been burned by your previous commander. The crew has now, I think, majority of the crew knows that the Emperor was not Georgiou, but she was running the ship as well, and they was doing Starfleet was doing something sneaky behind their back to put her in charge, whatever. It's unclear to me how they are trusting Captain Pike so easily, and maybe it's just me. Maybe because I was burned in life a lot. Maybe I don't like change, but I just don't trust this Captain Pike, and I know it just can't be me. I cannot be the only one seeing something wrong with this man. So we're gonna start off. I got my notes on my tablet. I'm late to work, so hopefully I can do this without having too many issues. Hopefully my road rage is at a minimum, but I do live in Orlando, and these summer bitches here can't drive. Woo! Okay, so like this one right here. Why you pulled halfway out into traffic, sister girl? It's a stop sign right there. Alright, so we starting off. In respect to me not understanding why Michael is so trusted, Michael goes into Captain Pike's ready room. And she tells him everything that she just found out about Spock. About the message that he left, the encryption that she even showed him, put up the encrypted message with the signals and everything. Now, the thing is about this signal, these were designed 2 months prior to the signals even appearing on the radar. So Captain Pike tells her, okay, let me tell you the truth about your brother. He in the psych ward. Fuck you mean he in the psych ward? How come I didn't know? How come my mom and my daddy didn't know my brother's in the psych ward? That's against protocol. Why y'all haven't told us? Like I said, this Captain Pike is not doing things according to protocol. It doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, he's in the psych ward. That's exactly what they say. He's been there for 5 months. I thought that's what he said. Which, if he did say that, then that wouldn't make sense. How did he make this message 2 months ago if he'd been in the cycle for 5 months? But I thought that's what he said. Then she goes on to tell him, she was about to tell him that when she was on the last little rescue mission, I'm going to just call them the signals. I don't know if they're planets or worlds or whatever. When she was on the last world, they weren't even on the world. It was an asteroid. When she was on the last signal, at the last signal mark, that she saw the red-winged devil. I know y'all said he's an angel, and y'all said he comes from one of the previous storylines, but the man, that's a devil to me. It's a red-winged devil. There's nothing that I see in that looks angelic. And although I know the devil was an angel that had been cast out and fallen down according to biblical scriptures and stuff like that, he's a devil. That's what this red-winged thing looked for me, and I think that's Captain Pike's true form. So she was going to tell him about that, but she backed out. She changed her mind. I was like, okay, she got some damn common sense. She got some common sense. I don't know what's going on with her. Something stopped her. So they need to get to this new signal, because a new signal done popped up. They need to get there, and they can't figure out how to get there. And they calculated its positions and everything, and they figured out it was 150 light years away. That's how long it would take them to get there, 150 light years with the technology that they have. So they got the bright idea, why don't we just use the spore drive again? Now, the spore drive was decommissioned, and it was only allowed to be used in a time of war. But Captain Pike, he's like, you know what? I think they'll forgive us. We go ahead and use it anyway. This is not Captain Pike. This is not, no, this ain't making sense to me. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and get off there for a minute. They're going to use the spore drive. And I'm like, how they just going to volunteer, boss man Stamos for tribute? He didn't say he wanted to do this jump again. Last time he did it, he almost freaking died. You know what I'm saying? He integrated that crap into his body. We still have not figured out what's going on with him and his body. Remember, he had the little white eyes changed and something coming. We still ain't figured that. They haven't brought that back up yet. And I'm just confused. Why are we just gonna use Stamos to do this jump, and why it's so detrimental to do this jump? Okay, so boss man tells Tilly, when I was in the network, I saw Hugh. And I know we thinking this is a figure of my imagination, that it was really my true self doing, and I was just using, Hugh as the image to guide me as my guardian angel. But no, Hugh himself was actually in the network, and he's the one that actually gave us everything that we needed to do to save the ship. So of course Tilly ain't believing him, but things happen. So Stamos went inside the little pond. He did the jump. And when he came out, he was very, very angry. But they never went back to what it was that he saw. What pissed him off. He just walked past Tilly like with a chip on his shoulder, like, I'm mad y'all made me do this shit again. Maybe I saw Hugh again in there, because he wants to leave and go to the academy, so he won't be continuously reminded of Hugh. So I'm just unsure what the heck that he saw and why we didn't revisit that when he came out of that pod. Okay, so they made the jump. When they made the jump, once again the signal disappeared. But so I'm thinking every time they're gonna make this jump, we're gonna do this 7 damn times, y'all, because it's 7 signals. Remember, they made this jump, the signal disappeared, and they come up on this world. And when they came up on this world, they received a transmission. They could hear voices speaking in human dialect or earthling dialect and everything, and they seemed like they was transmitting information that Starfleet will be familiar to. So they trying to figure out, well, how the hell did these people get here? They were scanning for life signs, and they realized it was a population of people down there. Okay, the call is a distress call, but how are we gonna get there? We got to figure a way to get down on this planet and see what the heck is really going on. And I'm like, okay, so it seems that these people have been here, according to Michael's research, for over 200 years when World War III happened on Earth. Where am I at, y'all? Oh, and they were saying that this was way before warp drives were invented. So that just adds more questions to how the fuck these people ended up there. Did they have a ship? You know, what kind of technology did they have? Things of that nature. They, you know, scanning the planet's surface and everything. They don't see any evidence of high-grade technology or ships. Matter of fact, these people ain't even got electricity. So how they end up here is what they're saying. And I was like, oh, you petty little humans. Y'all always think that nobody else could exist anywhere else in the universe but us, and we didn't put them there. You know, that's what my first thought was when I heard that. So, you know, shit, if we didn't invent this shit, it must not be real. You know what I'm saying? I hate doing this while I'm doing this tablet and driving. But anyway, so what is going on to me is like every time they show up to one of these signals, the signal disappears, and it looks like they come across people or persons in a state of distress. Like they have been abandoned at that location for whatever reason. And now it's their mission as Star Trek Discovery to go out and rescue and help all of these abandoned bodies at these signals. Okay, so Tilly, she in there breaking down the asteroid. Down to the little pebble that I said last week that they should have had in the first fucking place. Why you bring this big gigantic ass rock in? So they break that down, and she got the little chip off, and she looking at it like, oh my god, this is a beauty. And that bitch shot out a little pew and knocked her out her ass. I mean, she was knocked the fuck out cold, right? Well, Pike, Michael, and the black girl Woo Woo, I call her Woo Woo, but her name is Joanne. Her first name is Joanne. I can't remember her last name. It's like Woo Woo, something like that. And I'm thinking they going down to the planet. She ain't never went on an expedition before, so I was thinking the black girl either finna get killed or get hurt, one of the two. And she barely get a speaking role, so I was surprised to see her leave the ship. But okay, we go down there and we come upon a church. It appears to be abandoned, like nobody's around. They go inside this church and they see some texts and some scriptures or whatever, and it looks like they have combined like all the major religions: Buddhism, Muslim, Catholic, whatever other religions y'all got out there. It's like they mixed all these type of religions, Judaism, together to make one religion. And when you look up at the stained glass windows, you can see the story of how everything came about, because they said they used stained glass windows for people who couldn't read. That's why the story's being told in the pictures. And you see the red-winged devil on the glass. Damn, he don't look like a devil on there too. I don't know what looks angelic about that motherfucker, but the red-winged devil was on the window. Now Michael and Pikey looking at it and like, ooh. Now it's astonishing that Pikey, is it closed again? Oh, it's January 26th. Okay. It looked like Pikey should not be familiar with the red-winged devil, because Michael hadn't told her anything about it this time. But Captain Pikey seems to be oh too familiar and too knowledgeable about the scripture and about the text and these people's way of understanding this newfound religion. Well, as they are scanning the information, the dude bust in, a black dude bust in. And his name was Jacob. Well, they were he said that, you know, they were not from around there. So their mother, whoever watch or whatever, she needs to see them. So take me to your leader. They go into the leader right there. And of course they want to indoctrinate them into this religion. But Jacob is like, this is a sign. I read about this back in the day. These people have come to save us. They came on, I know they got a ship. You know, Jacob is familiar with the history or the myth of spaceships and things of that nature. And his family for over 200 years have been the one that's been trying to prove that, and everybody has been knocking him down. Jacob been crazy, Jacob been stupid, what have you. Well, as they had a scan previously, they noticed that the signals, Joanne had noticed the signals was coming from underneath the ground, right? And they went down there, and this was basically Jacob's lair. Went down there, and he had electricity going on. The rest of the town didn't have no electricity, but Jacob had some. He had all the artifacts. Almost his whole little layer was like a museum. All the artifacts and the things that were left behind from when they got there. There was a helmet left with a camera on it that possibly recorded everything that happened when they got there. But they ain't got no way to make it work. It don't work. It's possibly a battery just died. It's probably just need a charge, you know, something like that. So he doesn't know what's on it. But everybody else is so set that the red-winged devil is their God, their angel, and they were put there for a reason, that they need to stay there and just have the faith and keep the faith. You know what I'm saying? So Pike and them, like, we can't interrupt this. We can't do nothing with them. We can't change their way of thinking. They got to evolve on their own. And Michael's like, no, we need to rescue these people. They need to know the truth. We need to get them out. These are our people. These are bloods of our blood. These are our ancestors. You know, people, our kinfolk here. And her and Pike was just not agreeing on that. So Pike was like, look here, y'all need to keep your cover, and just do what the hell I say do. And don't break. Basically, was what he was saying. I'm kind of distracted because I'm driving. This is a bad time to do a damn recap and review when I'm in the middle of driving in heavy ass fucking traffic. But this is the time I gotta get it done, y'all. My apologies again. So they try to leave, and Jacob was like, no, y'all can't leave. Y'all not gonna leave me here. You have to take me with you. That's basically what he was trying to say. You can't leave us here. You know, we want to go back. This is our opportunity to go back to our earth, the world we came from. We don't want to be here. So he's like, he tried to say, take me, you can't leave me. So he pulls out some type of little device and knocks them out. It was kind of like a little, it's kind of like a grenade, but I can't think of the name of the type of grenade. Flash grenade. It basically was that. And knocks their ass out. They wake up, they tied up down in the basement. I think when this flash grenade happened, this was at the exact same moment that the radiation was detected back on Discovery. And they like, wait a minute, it's a radiation field that's going towards the doggone planet, and it's going to arrive there in 64 minutes, and it's going to kill everything and everybody in this way. Okay, so now Saru and them back on the ship like, hey, we got to get them off the ship. Well, we can't, because the field is too thick that we can't beam through them or what have you. So we got to figure out a way to get to them. We're not going to leave our people behind. Well, Tilly is in sick bay. Like I said, she had been knocked the fuck out. And this girl come in talking to her, and I was thinking, this is a figment of her imagination. I ain't never seen this girl on the ship before in my life. Who the fuck is you? That's how I was looking. I know, like when they introduced the doctor, I was like, who the fuck is the doctor too? But I knew this girl wasn't right. So she telling her about what happened and how she's a hero and how she looks up to her and things of that nature. And Saru come in and chastising her like, look her, stop trying to be Superwoman, damn it. You know, sometimes you got to sit back, let go, and let God. I was you when I came into the academy. I wanted to do everything and prove my point to everybody because I was the only person here of my kind. And you the youngest of your kind. You're the youngest person to ever come into the academy. So I know you think you got something to prove. You ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. But when Saru and them came in, they didn't even acknowledge the girl. So she kind of like, you know, walked off to the side. But like Tilly didn't know what the fuck was going on or what have you. But she understood there's radiation about to pop off and about to happen down there. So Saru and Doc leave out, and the girl who ain't supposed to be there go start talking to Tilly. I think her name was Sue when we found out her name was Sue or something like that later on. Or May. Or May was somewhere in her. I just remember. What ramp closures? Westbound. They say I got a ramp closure. I don't know where I'm at, y'all. I'm not late for work, and they just throwing me off. I'm still not familiar with Orlando's highways, all the way, so I'm not sure where I'm going to end up when I get off the ramp. I might be going the wrong direction again. So basically, her and Tilly together, they come together and they figure out a way to get the radiation away. They could use the doggone steroid that they have got because it was it has a great gravitational pull, and they can pull the radiation ring towards itself. Now they got to figure out how to get it off the ship. Okay, well, they're going to try to shoot it out the pod doors, but they need Kemper to do a doggone donut, you know, like a Tokyo drift on that ass, and then we should be able to fling it, and it'll do what it's supposed to do and move the radiation ring, and everybody gonna be saved. Hoorah, hoorah, save the day. So I know I'm mixing stuff up. What the fuck happened? The people proceed tagging down on the traffic, so okay. Yeah, I was like, who is this weird ass girl? So Stamos need to jump again to make this happen, to get inside of the radiation field in order for them to go. And like I say, back at the day, you know, Captain Pike is now talking to Mama Burr, and like I say, he is very knowledgeable and understanding of this newfound religion. But I think that impresses Michael some kind of way. I thought that she was looking at him with question, but no, she looked at him like she was impressed about how compassionate and understanding he was about these people to their new made-up religion that, you know, of course, Michael calls false doctrine. So they happen to be there in the whole room when the mother of them came in, as they tied up and everything, and they trying to explain. And Jacob is insisting, like, no, we can't let them go. This is what they supposed to come do. They're supposed to take us to our brand new world or our old world. And they going on and on. Our westbound I-4 ramp closures. So this is what happened to me last time. I got out here. I was going to I-4 West. I-4 West wasn't closed right here, so I got excited because I go east. But actually, once I get down there, I really do go west. I'll figure it out today. So, I forgot what the fuck happened. So Michael now, true. Okay, so there's a little girl in there that was with Jacob. I think she's part of Jacob's family. She grabs one of the guns, one of Captain Pike's guns, because they had took all their stuff, all their backpacks and their technology. Grab one of their guns, and they trying to get the gun out the hand of the little girl. Like, I don't understand why kids are so fascinated with guns. They not cute. They not like little shiny objects. Why are people so fascinated with a fucking gun? Oh my God, let me see what this is. But anyway, the little girl grabbed the damn gun. She too old for to think of it's a fucking toy. But she probably ain't never seen no shit like that before in her life, because like I said, they've been in there 200 fucking years. So she grabbed the gun and she ended up shooting Pike. And I'm thinking, oh, Pike finna be dead. No, it couldn't be that simple. Oh, we gotta get him back. We gotta get him back. But again, Pike don't want them to lose cover. They don't want them to break cover. So they convince them that they need to go back to church. They need divine healing, divine salvation. They need the Lord to come down and lay hands on them. Let the red-winged devil set them free. Free, set them free. Well, they get back to the church at the same time that Tilly and Stamos and them was able to remove their radiation ring, so they was able to beam out. Because remember, you couldn't beam at first because the radiation field was too doggone thick. But they didn't know what was going on the ship, so they didn't know that. They just happened to do it. It was all coinky-dinky. Happened to do it at the same damn time. They beamed back, got Pikey back on the ship, and recovered his ass. Now he alive. And I was like, everybody on the planet is like, oh, the red-winged devil has saved them. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. The red-winged devil has saved them. Oh, which way am I going today? I'm confused at how I'm going. Oh, I didn't take the toll road today. So this is the regular road. Okay, I'm around here now. Okay, so they beamed back up to the ship. Red Wing Devil is saved in my support I was on. Okay, so like I said, I knew the chick wasn't really there, the Tilly chick. This was somebody from Tilly's past that she had grew up with. You know, I guess it was her only friend. Tilly didn't tease her back in school. They liked each other. You know, a person from her childhood who supposedly is dead already. So apparently when they go into this dreamlike state, Tilly wasn't even in the network though. But when they get into this state of mind, they see dead people. The dead people help them stay alive. Like they in the alternate world. They done, I don't know what the fuck had happened. So like she basically helped Tilly save the ship in the same way that Hugh helped Stamos save the ship. So now, since like I say, Michael has this renewed interest or appreciation for Captain Pike, she decides to go in and tell him about the red-winged devil that she saw on the other planet and how beautiful it was in her eyes. And but she got to go back, and they need to go back and tell Jacob the truth, you know, about what's going on. And Pike doesn't seem shocked or anything that she saw there's this red-winged devil, that image. He just wondered why she didn't say nothing for it. She was like, well, it's because, you know, I thought I was hallucinating. I just hit my head, this, that, and other. But he just don't seem like he's really, like, this is something of interest. Like, why would she be seeing something that she had never seen before? Like, I just seen this. Like, my brother seeing these got doggone signals 2 months before, you know, 2 months before we start seeing them. And now you seeing the red-winged devil a whole damn week or two before we come to this world and see it's etched into this glass. Nobody find that strange. Why are we not questioning this more? Well, I don't know. That's all I can say at this point. I don't know. But Pikey decides to go ahead and beam back down and give Jacob some comfort that what you thought you knew about us is the truth. Yes, we got a ship, but we can't interfere. It's against our protocol. But what I am going to do is if you give me that helmet, you know, with the recording in it, I'll give you a power source that'll last you for some years. So he exchanged a power source. I don't know how many years it is. It didn't matter. They got light. Let there be light. That's basically what this was saying. This season seems to be very religion-centered to me. I told y'all before in another recap or review of another show that I'm not too cool with Manifest. I don't like shows that like really pinpoint or like really obviously focus on religion. It's just, I don't know, something throws me off about that shit. So, yeah, that's basically what it was. When the church lit up and it got all bright and everybody said, oh my gosh, we have light, let there be light. That's basically what they were saying. Pike came back and looked at the doggone video and, you know, it was terror in that church. I don't know how they was on that world. They still didn't explain how they was on that world. It just shows that they was on that church and the red-winged devil came in. Got somebody cutting me off in traffic. What you jump over here for? I don't understand. I can see if you was making a turn. Well, other than that, what the hell you jump over here for? Just to go as slow as I'm going, because we ain't moving. That was the end of the episode, y'all. That was it. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and views on it. If there's anything y'all think I missed or that was important that y'all want to talk about, leave it in the comment section. I'm not sure if it was this video or another. Somebody said that they would like to hear more of my thoughts. That's what the comment section's for. We like to talk about shit in the comment section. Put it down there, y'all, and expound on it more. I give y'all what I can give y'all as I'm reviewing it, and that's, you know, pretty much it. But I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate your comments. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.